So he's going to be stirring up a lot of trouble this season from the looks of it.
Is he? I don't know.
Well, he comes in,
Perhaps,
Mr.
maybe.
Suave, I'm here to help, and yet you kind of get a glint in his eye like maybe something more is going on.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's definitely not a transparent character, which is really fun to play for me, because you know, Nicolas is very, yeah, he comes across as charming and, you know, sweet, but yeah, he has to kind of survive. I mean, he's a character with a past, and he's very you know, resourceful. I can't say very much. Yeah, I don't know. The way I think about him is almost like an actor. He's a guy who takes every situation and kind of turns it into whatever he needs it to be. So, you know, with one person he would be one way, and with a different person he would be a completely different way to get what he wants.
So I mean, if I look at your body of work, there's a lot of musical theatre, there's a little bit of comedy. American television is a very different dynamic to both of those, but particularly a remake of an American Icon in the town that the American Icon was set. What is the rhythm of Dallas to someone who is maybe an outsider culturally to to even the sort of the American sensibility?
It's amazing. It's sort of like a, you know, it's something very, very different for sure from everything that I've done before. It's also everything that I expected it to be. I always wanted to work in America, and even though I've done things that were shown in America, I never physically worked here. So, you know, to be told you're going to move to Dallas and be in Dallas, the show, and see people with cowboy hats and horses and ranches and things like that as an everyday thing, because, you know, for me, I saw it in the movies. It's kind of surreal. But it's great. I just love the professionalism that you get here, you know? I love the way people are on their best game, A-game, you know, from the writers to the producers to the actors to the makeup people. Everything is so, you know, on the ball, and I love that. And that's the reason why I kind of wanted to work here. So yeah, I love it. It's very surreal. I think, I don't know, I'm having the best time.
Did you watch Dallas growing up? I mean, was it a big hit?
Huge hit.
Right.
It was huge. I mean, Dallas and Dynasty in Buenos Aires, because I grew up in Buenos Aires. So yeah, huge. And people would not leave their houses when this was on.
And is your iteration of it going down well so far?
My what, sorry?
So this version of it.
What's going down well?
In Buenos Aires.
I think so. I think they are doing promotion for this season. I think they're showing it over there.
And the fact that you're in it must help.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I think I'm like a secret in this yet. You know, I haven't really started being on air, so nobody really knows who I am.
They'll rule you out, get you promoting it down there.
It'd be nice.
Do you think that popularity is because perhaps either Dynasty and Dallas were kind of American imitators of the telenovela form, maybe, or perhaps because there's something in that very highfalutin drama, the Dynasty and Dallas type of drama, that appeals to the Latin sensibility? I
think, you know, Latin American people absolutely love excess, you know, and the rich, and that's probably why. I mean, I guess Dallas, even though it is a wonderful drama, it also has elements of soap. So they love that stuff.
Especially in Argentina, I imagine, because it's kind of
Argentina, Mexico, and Venezuela, and, you know, and Brazil. I mean, Brazil is huge on soaps.
Has it been difficult for you on social media not to let on the true nature of your character to your fans?
Yeah, of course. I mean, with my character, it's difficult to even mention anything because you know, thanks to the wonderful Cynthia, our producer, she's written a character that's, you know, step by step. There's always something different, and something new, and some other secret, which I can't really tell you anything about. But yeah, for me, it's fun because I have to catch up. with whatever they're coming up with. So it's very difficult to say anything, because the moment you say something, it's kind of pointless. You're spoiling it. So
the self-made man in the original Dallas, the self-made billionaire, or even the villain, kind of always descended from the JR archetype. In this Dallas, and coming into this universe post Larry Hagman almost, does Cynthia kind of articulate for you what the 2014 self-made man is? How does he differ from the 80s self-made man? Because I feel even within the Dallas universe, all the self-made kind of successes within that fiction are all informed by that very old 80s sensibility. But here is a man who's a modern man in that space. How is a modern self-made billionaire and maybe villain play himself?
I think the key to someone like Nicolas, as a millionaire, is that he's not excessive. Everything's very clean, very, very calculated, down to the look and the hair, and the sharp suits. But it's not a new rich person. It's someone who's worked very hard at being clean and perfect, but there's a very dirty past there. So it's not the Leonardo DiCaprio of The Wolf of Wall Street kind of thing. It's really contained, kind of making sure that all the points are organized and clean and sort of perfect to make the kill. So, I mean, when we first met, she did mention a James Bond, but on the not so nice side.
There's a Bond.
Does your character have any secrets that may surprise even Elena?
Maybe. Perhaps. You'll have to see. There's a wonderful relationship with Elena. I mean, really, our relationship is really lovely in the script. It's very different from every other relationship in the show. But yeah, that's a very nice storyline.
Do you wish to know all this secret very fast, or to discover it, little by little? You ask the writers to understand.
I need to know in advance. Yeah, because of the nature of the character. Yeah, I can't live day by day because there's just too much underneath.
And they're willing to give you this information because we've been told that sometimes they are not willing to give all the information to the actors.
No, they're not, and I have to beg for it because of course they're it's very secretive, and it should be that way because sometimes you need as an actor not to know in order to have an even better kind of response to the material when you're shooting.
But in your case, you need to know.
But in my case, I want to know. I want to. I'm a theater actor, so I need to know how it ends. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.